Ever wondered how some people always seem to have their finances neatly arranged while you're struggling? Want to know their secret? The magic lies in a simple yet powerful tool, the budget. More than a mere array of numbers, it is your roadmap to financial success, casting light on the route from your current financial status to your desired one. Being the foundation of a robust financial plan, a budget supplies you with the crucial know-how and control to bravely chart your financial future. It's all about dictating where and how your money is spent, instead of scratching your head about where it vanished. It's about comprehending your income and outgoings, identifying your expenditure habits, and making enlightened decisions that chime in with your financial aspirations. Picture yourself as the helmsman of a ship, navigating through the erratic waves of financial unpredictability. Your budget acts as your compass, guiding you securely through the mist, aiding you to sidestep the fatal reefs of debt and rash spending. Think of it as a beacon in a tempest, providing the clarity and guidance needed to reach your financial. Without a budget, you're like a vessel, directionless on the high seas, tossed by the tides of impulse buying and unexpected costs, with no definite course in view. It's alarmingly simple to lose your way and find yourself in a financial mess. But with a budget, you take control. You select the route and set your financial targets. Moreover, budgeting isn't just about survival. It's about thriving. It's about liberating resources for what truly counts to you. May it be saving for a much-anticipated holiday, investing for a prosperous tomorrow, or simply reveling in the tranquility of financial security. Regardless of whether you're a novice in financial planning or an experienced mariner charting a fresh route, a budget is your ultimate ally. It's that vital first step towards monetary autonomy and prosperity. Budgeting isn't designed to curb your spending. It's about understanding where your money is going and making sound choices. Now that we understand why budgeting is critical, how do we go about it? Well, the first step is to track your income and expenses. This might sound daunting, but it's simpler than you might think. You can start by jotting down your fixed income sources like your salary, and any variable income like bonuses or freelance work. Next, list out your expenses. This can include everything from your monthly rent or mortgage, utility bills, groceries, and transportation costs, to less frequent expenses like annual insurance premiums or occasional splurges. Once you've got a clear picture of your income and expenses, the next step is to categorize your expenditures. This is where things get interesting. You'll want to divide your expenses into 3 broad categories: needs, wants, and savings. Needs are the non-negotiables, your must-haves for survival. Think rent, utilities, groceries. Wants, on the other hand, are the nice-to-haves, like dining out, entertainment, or that designer bag you've been eyeing. Lastly, savings include money set aside for emergencies, retirement, or future goals like a down payment on a house or a dream vacation. Now, here's the trick. You want to aim for what's often referred to as the 50-30-20 rule. This means allocating 50% of your income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. Of course, this is just a guideline and might not work for everyone. You'll need to adjust these percentages based on your unique financial situation and goals. But remember, you're not carving these numbers in stone. Your budget is a living, breathing document that should evolve with you. Maybe you get a raise, or perhaps your car breaks down and needs a hefty repair. Life happens, and your budget should be flexible enough to accommodate these changes. So, there you have it, the initial steps to setting up a budget. It's about understanding your income and expenses, categorizing your expenditures, and then dividing them in a way that aligns with your financial goals. Getting started is the hardest part, but once you've taken these initial steps, you're well on your way to financial control. With our income and expenses laid out, it's time to create our budget. The first step in creating a budget is to allocate your income to different categories, based on your financial priorities. Think of it as assigning every dollar a job. Start with the most essential categories: housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. These are the costs that keep your life running on a daily basis. Next, allocate funds for debt repayment if you have any. Paying off debt is crucial for financial stability, and it's important not to neglect this in your budget. Then consider your savings. Whether you're saving for an emergency fund, a down payment on a house, or a vacation, it's important to set aside money each month to reach these goals. Now let's talk about discretionary spending. This is the category for non-essential expenses like dining out, entertainment, and hobbies. This is where you have the most flexibility in your budget, but it's also where it's easiest to overspend. Be honest with yourself about your spending habits and try to allocate a realistic amount to this category. Once you've allocated funds to all these categories, it's time to set financial goals. These can be short-term, like saving for a vacation, or long-term, like saving for retirement. By setting goals, you give your budget purpose and direction. It also gives you something to strive for, and can help motivate you to stick to your budget. Lastly, remember to revisit and adjust your budget as needed. Your financial situation won't stay the same forever. You might get a raise, lose your job, or have unexpected expenses. Your budget should reflect these changes. This is what makes a budget a living document. Remember, a budget is a living document. It should adapt as your financial situation changes. Creating a budget might seem daunting at first, but once you get the hang of it, it can be an empowering tool that helps you take control of your finances. Creating a budget is one thing, but sticking to it is another. It's like setting a fitness goal. It's not just about planning your workouts, it's about showing up at the gym every day. So how do you stick to your budget? Here are some tips. Firstly, avoid impulse purchases. It's easy to be swayed by a flashy sales sign or a seemingly unbeatable online deal. But remember, these once-in-a-lifetime deals are often more frequent than you think. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? If the answer is no, then it's best to walk away. Secondly, set realistic goals. A budget that's too restrictive is just as ineffective as one that's too lenient. It's about finding a balance. Allow for some leisure spending, but don't let it overshadow your long-term financial objectives. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a healthy bank balance. Next, regularly review your budget. Think of your budget as a living, breathing entity. It needs to adapt to your changing financial circumstances. Regularly revisit your budget and adjust it based on your current income, expenses, and financial goals. This not only keeps your budget relevant, but it also keeps you actively engaged with your finances. Finally, don't be too hard on yourself. Nobody is perfect, and everyone has their moments of financial weakness. If you've overspent one month, don't throw in the towel. Instead, try to identify why it happened and how you can avoid it in the future. Remember, the objective isn't to deprive yourself. It's about making informed decisions that align with your financial goals. By avoiding impulse purchases, setting realistic goals, regularly reviewing your budget, and giving yourself some grace, you can make sticking to a budget less of a chore and more of a habit. Sticking to a budget isn't always easy, but with discipline and persistence it becomes second nature. So, we've created our budget and committed to sticking to it. But what's the payoff? Let's delve into this exciting part of our financial journey. First and foremost, budgeting can dramatically reduce financial stress. Think about it. With a budget, you know exactly where your money is going. No more worrying about whether you'll be able to cover your bills or if you're saving enough for retirement. Each dollar has a purpose, and that brings a sense of calm and control. Now let's talk about savings. With a budget, you're more likely to save more and spend less. It's like giving yourself a raise without having to work extra hours. How fantastic is that? And the best part? These savings can serve multiple purposes. They can be your emergency fund, your vacation fund, or even your buying that dream house fund. The possibilities are endless. Next, budgeting leads to improved financial security. With a budget, you're prepared for unexpected expenses. You're not caught off guard if your car breaks down or if you have a medical emergency. By planning for these scenarios, you're building a safety net that can help you weather life's financial storms. But that's not all. Budgeting also allows you to set and achieve financial goals. Whether you're saving for a new car, a vacation, or retirement, a budget provides a roadmap to get you there. It's like having a financial GPS guiding you towards your goals. And let's not forget about debt. If you're trying to pay down debt, a budget is your best friend. It can help you prioritize your payments and even find extra money to put towards your debt. Before you know it, you're on your way to being debt-free. Finally, budgeting fosters a sense of financial responsibility. It encourages you to make thoughtful decisions about your money. You become more mindful of your spending habits and learn to differentiate between wants and needs. The benefits of budgeting extend beyond the financial. It's about gaining control over your money and your life. So let's embrace budgeting and take the first step towards building a strong financial foundation. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We began our journey into the world of budgeting by highlighting its importance. We learned that budgeting isn't just about restricting what you spend. Instead, it's about understanding your money, where it's going, and how it can best work for you. It's about making informed decisions that help you achieve your financial goals. We then demystified the budgeting process. It's not as intimidating as it may seem. It starts with understanding your income and expenses. Then it's about categorizing these expenses into wants and needs and making sure your income covers your needs first. After that, it's about allocating what's left for your wants and savings. We walked through the steps to create your budget. We stressed that a budget isn't set in stone, it's a flexible tool that should adapt to your changing financial situation. We also emphasized that there's no one-size-fits-all budget. It's a personal tool should reflect your individual financial goals and lifestyle. We discussed the importance of sticking to your budget. It isn't always easy, but it's crucial for financial success. We shared some strategies to help you stay on track, like setting realistic goals, tracking your progress, and adjusting your budget as needed. We ended by highlighting the benefits of budgeting. It's not just about managing your money, it's about gaining financial freedom. A budget can help you pay off debt, save for the future, and even afford the things you love without guilt or stress. In short, budgeting is a powerful tool that can transform your financial future. It's your roadmap to financial success, guiding you towards your financial goals. Ready to take control of your finances? Hit that subscribe now and join us in our journey towards financial freedom. Subscribe for more budgeting tips. Don't forget to watch the next video on smart investment strategies. Remember, your financial success is just a click away. And now, for our closing, thank you for joining us on Boney's Financial Insights. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more in-depth financial advice. In our next video, we'll be diving into understanding different investment options. We will break down various investment opportunities such as bonds and real estate and explain risk and return considerations. Stay tuned, and until then, take control of your financial journey. See you in the next one. So don't hesitate. Subscribe now.